learners, this is chapter 9, reproduction in plants. Solution class 7, science, fill in the blanks. Yeast reproduce through the process of budding. Pollen grains are produced by anther. The agents that carry the pollen grains from anther to stigma are called pollinators. The fusion of a male gametes with the female gametes is called fertilization. Seeds of orchids get dispersed by wind. Next is true and false. First, yeast reproduces asexually through fragmentation. This is false statement. Sweet potato and dahlia use their roots for asexual reproduction. This is true. Third is a unisexual flower has both stamen and pistil in it. This is false statement. Water can be an agent of pollination. True. Male and female gametes fuse to form the zygote. This is true statement. Seeds of pea and bean plant are formed in pods. This is true. Now this is MCQ. Spirogyra reproduces asexually by fragmentation. Bryophyllum reproduces through its leaves. The reproductive part of the plant for sexual reproduction is its flower. Pollen grains contain the male reproductive cell. Fruit develop from the ovary. Now answer the following question in brief. Question number 1. Name the two types of reproduction in plants. Two types of reproduction in plants are asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. There should be one full stop. Define vegetative reproduction. Asexual reproduction in which a new plant grows through the use of the vegetative parts like roots, stem or leaves of the plant is called vegetative reproduction. Question number 3. Give two examples of plants which reproduce through spore formation. Mosses and ferns reproduce through vegetative reproduction. Question number 4. Name two artificial methods of vegetative propagation from stem. Grafting and layering are two artificial methods of vegetative propagation from stem. When is flower is said to be bisexual flower? A flower is said to be a bisexual flower if it has both male and female reproductive parts, that is stamen and pistil. Name any three ways by which seeds are dispersed. The three ways by which seeds are dispersed are air, water and animals. Question number E part, that is answer the following question in elaboration. Question number 1. In what ways is vegetative propagation better than sexual reproduction? Vegetative propagation has several advantages over sexual reproduction, like plants take less time to grow, they also bear flower and fruits earlier. The new plants are the exact copy of the parent plant and have the same desirable characters or characteristics. Now this is the diagram, well-labeled diagram of parts of flower. This is stamen, this is male part and this is female part, that is carpel or pistil. Carpel and pistil consist of stigma, style and ovary, whereas stamen is anther and filament. This is the colorful part is petals and this is the green part is sepal and this is receptacle. How is self-pollination different from cross-pollination? Self-pollination transfer pollen grains from the anther to the stigma of the same flower. This process can take place in the same flower or a different flower or the same plant. For example, wheat, barley, oat, rice, etc. or tomato. Cross-pollination transfer pollen grains from the anther to the stigma of different flower. This process can take place between two flowers present on the different plants. For example, grasses, dandelion, maple tree, etc. Question number 4. How are fruits formed? After fertilization, the ovary begins to grow and forms the fruit. The fruit is formed after fertilization from the ovary and the ovules get converted to seeds. The flower whorls, withers and all the reproductive structure fall off after fertilization. The embryo is within the ovule, which ovule transforms into a seed with a hard covering to protect the growing embryo. Here one comma should be there. Now why is dispersal of seeds necessary for growth of plant? Most higher plants Plants reproduce by producing seeds. Dispersal of seeds necessary for growth of plants, as seed dispersal help the plant to spread out and grow in new places, sometimes a long distance away from the parent plant. This is important because if the seeds are not dispersed, many germinating seedlings can grow very close to the parent plant. This will result in competition between all such seedlings as well as the parent plant. The competition is for getting light, space, water, and nutrients. All of these are important for plants to be able to grow and survive. This is why dispersal of seed is very important. And this is value based question, and value exhibited by Madam Anshita R. Dedication and devotion, discipline and empathetic, hardworking and helpful varies. Question number 2. Different method that nature uses for dispersal of seeds are dispersal of by wind, example drumstick, maple fruit of sunflower, maple, comma, here should be comma. Dispersal by water, for example lotus, water lily and coconut. Dispersal by animal, cherry, apple, xanthium. Dispersal by explosion, castor, balsam, pea, bean, etc. Thank you. That's all. I hope it will help you.